when I was asked to give a talk at Mondomusica, I was thinking, what would I like to talk about that's interesting to me, but is also likely to generate some interest on the part of the people who are coming here? And so I thought of something that would be perhaps a controversial title, since authentic performance practice and period instrument performance is something that has become increasingly popular over the years. So I chose as my topic, Avoiding Musical Quicksand, the Myth of Authentic Performance Practice and Avoiding Being an Urtext Victim, because of course Urtext editions are also extremely popular now. So what I had in mind by that was, it's not always the case with all of the authentic performances, or you could say so-called authentic performances on period instruments, that at least audiences realize that it's really impossible to play an authentic performance, particularly an authentic performance of music that was written before the age of recordings. If we go back to the beginning of the 20th century, there are recordings of what people actually played like, and that's difficult enough to get into the spirit of that time because things have changed so much. But if you try and go back before recordings and recreate what playing sounded like, I think one of the ways you could think of what that would be like is try and describe the playing of some instrumentalist whose playing you know very well. Describe it to somebody who has never heard it before, and then have them listen and see if it sounds at all like your description, because sounds are not words, and it's impossible to really describe something in words. So anything that anybody has written about performance style before their recordings is really just a very crude approximation, and it's truly impossible to recreate a style that doesn't exist anymore or doesn't exist on recordings. Regarding urtext editions, I happened to read the autobiography of Gunter Henley, and he talked about why he founded Henley Urtext Editions, and what his idea was that the great performers who created edited editions had a distinct musical personality, and Henley's idea of starting with an Urtext edition was to start with a clean slate so that as a performer you could go in whatever direction you wanted. But somehow performers, especially many younger performers, have gotten the idea that an Urtext edition is like biblical writ that you cannot depart from, when actually it's more like a blueprint of a building that has yet to be constructed and then painted and decorated. So such are my thoughts on these two subjects that I will be speaking about this afternoon.